What does his father's heart need right now from St. Andrews?
Eventually, Tracy's been doing these life groups on Zoom, and what our plans for those is to have volunteers and women. Of course, they'll be healing for you, but it's also preparing you. So when we get to the place where some of the women who are coming out of prison are able to get with us in the life groups, that there needs to be other women around them to support them, pray with them, talk to them on the phone, really coach them. And so if you really want to join these life groups, Tracy will give you information on how and when those are taking place. There's more than one of them. And so that's really important. Obviously, funding's important because of the decrease in funding, even though ministry activity is increasing. One of the areas we're increasing in is, it's pretty amazing because I was in law enforcement. I was a civilian jailer at the Harris County Jail. My son is in law enforcement. He's a deputy in Denver. And talking to him and the things he's been experiencing and going through, and some of the other deputies I've met, they're deeply hurt. They're traumatized over what's going on right now. So we started this new ministry to law enforcement. When I was at Harris County, we had to take classes all the time. It was LETN, Law Enforcement Training Network. So I changed the words, and so now I've got LEPN. It's the Law Enforcement Prayer Network. Mm-hmm. And so we're getting ready as we're filming this, we're getting ready in the next couple of weeks to launch that. And it's going to, we started with 3 law enforcement. This is deputies, officers in the city, troopers, state troopers. And so we've been talking together, 2 or 3 of us, and we didn't know where it would go. And in one weekend, we were up to 20 officers all over the world, literally. I mean, there were people from Massachusetts, my son's in Denver, all over the state of Texas, and it really just kind of started. It was God beginning to really open our hearts to minister to these very broken-hearted folks in law enforcement, and now it's spreading to first responders, to fire department and ambulance, EMTs. And so we're really excited about having a method, a way to minister and help the broken-hearted law enforcement and their families too. And so as you can see, things are growing. God hasn't stopped. The pandemic didn't stop God. And so we need to keep moving forward with the ministry that he's opening up to us.
Amen. Well, St. Andrews, thank you for letting us talk to you today. And if you have any questions, you know where to find me.